You're watching 10 News Live at 5 with Kim, Carol, and Sky 10.
And is the warm and dry weather making your sinuses flare? A local doctor will join us with some tips for relief. The unusually warm, dry weather, have you noticed, is causing an increase in the number of sinus problems. Dr. Brian Weeks of Alvarado Hospital joins us this evening with a look at some of the ways people can find some relief. Dr. Weeks, thanks for joining us from the Senta Clinic.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
What is it about this hot, dry weather that just wreaks havoc on our sinuses?
Well, it's basically, it takes its toll in many different ways, but the predominant way that it affects us is that it causes our membranes to dry out, whether it's your mouth or your nose or your eyes. It basically affects the nose's ability to do its normal function, and that is make and produce mucus, aerate and warm and humidify the air. And with this weather, it has a tremendous effect of drying on the nose, and it prevents the nose from performing its normal functions.
Because when you think about it, mucous membranes it's all fluid, and all that fluid is missing right now.
It's basically fluid, and when the membrane's dry, they can't do what they have to do. There's little hairs that beat, that push the mucus out, and when those areas dry out, they simply can't do their function, and that can lead to a number of symptoms with the general public.
Well, the good news is that the weather will eventually change and return to what we consider normal here in San Diego. But if you are suffering, what are some simple tips to get you through the next few days?
Well, especially in this type of weather, I mean, definitely just trying to moisten or irrigate the nose. And, you know, we've all seen Dr. Oz on Oprah and different people promoting these things, but in fact, they're really, really helpful. Using a simple saline solution over the counter. Other things, you know, when you're facing things like colds or other exposures, you want to just use good sense. People that suffer from allergies, you want to avoid those things that cause your nose to become congested or irritated in general, like pets and molds and dust and things like that. But really, irrigating the nose is great.
But if the symptoms you're suffering become more than annoying and actually become a chronic condition that's maybe even debilitating for you, are there any options? There
really are. I mean, we're definitely moving forward with all the new technologies to treat people that suffer from chronic sinus infections. The procedure that I really think is one of the newest and most exciting things that we can do is called sinuplasty. And basically what it involves is an angioplasty type procedure, Carol, where we're using balloons to open block sinuses. And you know, we basically don't have to cut or remove the tissue. We can put a balloon in the block sinus, inflate the balloon, and move the bone and the blockage out of the way, just like an angioplasty. And there's good data to suggest that this lasts just as long as any traditional type of surgery.
Fabulous. So short-term relief and long-term relief. Dr. Weeks, thanks so much for joining us from
Thanks
Alvarado.
for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, stay dry, or stay moist. Kim?